Welcome back into the Sports Source. I just had to scream. I didn't realize it. Hush, everyone. All right. This segment brought to you by Medic Regional Blood Center. In this world, there is not much greater gift you can give than the gift of life, and that's what you'll be doing when you donate blood to Medic Regional Blood Center. I want you to visit medicblood.org today to learn more about how you can join me in donating blood and helping those who need it. Medic Regional Blood Center, they have drives going on all the time, and I'm happy to have them on the show and we can talk about them. It's a very good cause. Medic Regional Blood Center. All right. Quick slant segment. This is going to be very quick. Everybody's going to have about 30 seconds or so. Bob Hodge, I'm going to start with you. The highlights and the highlight shows that are on, they're all going to talk about Tennessee lost on the last play of the game. And technically they did. But when did they really lose this game?
They lost the game in the third quarter. When you got down there and you had 1st and goal inside the 1, when you had a chance to kick field goals, when you had a 3rd and 1 that turned into a holding penalty and a sack that knocked your field goal opportunity back from a makeable field goal to a long one. That's when Tennessee let the game get out. And what I had a problem with was Tennessee looked disorganized through a lot of this stuff. Okay, you had bad play calling, you had some bad execution, but it was also seemingly disorganization too. So I think Tennessee let it get away in the third quarter.
One thing we haven't talked about, missing field goals today, I do just want to quickly say, you went into that game, you know, one of the strengths of a Butch Jones team has been special teams. And for the most part, they were decent yesterday, except for the field goal kicking. Yeah. And you also had a squib kick out of bounds. Looked like you had a guy for your long leg with Samaglia on that first kick, and then not so much afterwards. So special teams, you needed that one to be in your column yesterday. It wasn't there. Jimmy Hyams, former Vol quarterback Riley Ferguson, put on a show with 6 touchdown passes yesterday as Memphis upset UCLA. Is it fair, though, for fans and media to say, oh, he should still be in Knoxville, considering how he left?
Not really, because let's just say that when he was a freshman, he was a little bit immature and he liked to party too much. And when he went back home around May, if he'd come back, he was going to get suspended. He was having some problems. So he went to junior college. I think he grew up, he matured. He's at Memphis. He's a very good quarterback. I'll tell you this, Butch Jones told me that he thought Riley Ferguson was an excellent talent. So it wasn't about misjudging talent with Riley Ferguson.
And it also wasn't just you didn't do enough to keep him. He kind of created his own exit.
He did.
And the other thing is, for those people thinking he was going to sit for 3 years, he would have been sitting behind Josh Dobbs, because with those offensive lines, he wouldn't have had time to sit back there and throw 6 touchdown passes. Will Overstreet, we've been rough on the defense, and the play call at the end was odd, obviously, but we've been rough on the defense for a long time now. Yesterday, did you think they played well enough to win, taking out that last bust?
Yes, I thought they played well enough to win. I think your problems came that your offense didn't convert on opportunities it had that they should have taken advantage of. I think they played well enough to win and beat Florida in this ball game. I still have a lot of questions about this defense. One of them is what happens when you play against a really good quarterback that can throw the ball around the field. I haven't seen the front four be able to get any kind of pressure and be able to break down a pocket. I think that's going to present a problem later in this year.
All right. Josh Ward, John Kelly had what was, if Tennessee wins, it's a legendary day. It's like the Travis Stevens day at Florida. It goes down in history. They didn't win, and even though he had 237 yards on a 25-touch day, he had the Gator chomp. I don't like taunting. If your offense has sucked all day and you're still trailing, how about don't taunt? That's a stupid time to do it. But that cost him on a kickoff. Florida gets a touchdown. He also dropped a walk-in, easy touchdown. If it's a win, it's a legendary performance. If it's a loss, do you look back at those 2 plays, or do you continue to look back and say, nah, it was a pretty doggone good day?
Yeah, I thought it was a great day, and I thought for the most part John Kelly carried Tennessee's offense up and down the field up until you got to the goal line. I think we'll look back and say that decisions by Tennessee's coaches at the goal line, short yardage situations, cost John Kelly a day that would have been celebrated forever by Tennessee fans.
Fair enough. There you go. All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about, UMass about that much. We're going to give our pick segment. We're going to run through the standings. We're keeping new standings this year, which Chuck isn't happy about. Other guys are close or not. We're handing out an asterisk this week. Jimmy, come on back on the Sports Source.